All right, welcome. Welcome to an overview of Royalties marketing platform. It's going to be a real loose thing. So, those of you that were here, just so I have a sense, you've seen something about the platform. What did you like about it, or what kind of questions might you have, so I know what to review the best? I want to touch on a little bit everything it does. Anybody?
Well, if you want to run an ad, you can from this one platform, you can run the ad on the same ad on multiple different social media networks.
Yes, absolutely. And originally, Royalty was a straight up digital marketing thing to get ads out there. What it's turning into is an actual real platform with a bunch of different tools, which is why I decided to do this and go through and show you like the pure power of it that you get. I've had I've had a couple people join. Like I said, I've been watching this company since December. I've heard of this company, this technology, which is now morphed, but I've had a couple people dabble and try it, and they're not like happy or real happy with it because I don't know what they're thinking they're going to get with 5,000 impressions. If you know anything about internet marketing, that's not a whole lot, especially depending on your radius. So that's like the entry point. So the impression marketing section of it, you can add on and go to 1,000,000 impressions if you want to, but the basic packages start at 5,000 impressions a month and go to 10, 25, and 50,000 impressions a month, which with marketing, you got to get in front of somebody 4 to 7 times, at least usually before they're comfortable enough to buy from you. Sometimes as many as 14. So for branding yourself, branding your business, whatever it is, you just flood an area with those impressions and get your name out there and get in front of people. The market now has, the internet for marketing has now surpassed the efficiency of advertising even on television. So impressions is where it's all about. But this is the dashboard. You can track. You can set up different goals. You can see down here on the bottom right-hand side, new customers, emails, phone calls, things you want to accomplish in a week and grade yourself. I don't really use it that much yet, but there to start off, we talk about the ad pins. Let me show you what that is. This is an ad that I have running right now, and it just rolled over for the month yesterday, day before yesterday. It's got 381 impressions, 4 clicks to my landing page from the ad. It's on VF5, which is 5,000 impressions for now. It's active. But it's very simple. I'll just hit edit here. When you come in here, all you do is you come up with the headline, a short summary, which then translate over to here. And your body text, you pick an image, whether you have your own image. If not, I'll just go through here. Depending on what you're marketing, these damn things are in my way. Turning pictures off because nobody's on camera anyway. But there's images here, like for fitness, say. Pre-populated images that you can select in all these different categories. They keep coming up with more and a hell of a lot more all the time. This company's really doing things right, but there's tons of good high quality images you can use. And I'm going to show you, I've made a bunch of pages with it. Technically right now oops, I don't want to change that. My computer's lagging like crazy. So you pick a landscape image for ones that are going to show up. Just like we mentioned, it's going to show up on over 1 million of the most popular apps and websites, from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, to things like CNN, ESPN, Forbes, you name it, millions of sites. And that number is just going to keep on growing. So the ones, you pick a landscape ad and a square image, and a square image, get those set up, pick a website URL, Oh, well, for this one, where I want to, we didn't worry about that yet. You pick your location, where you want to target the ad. Like the company that I'm with right now is not all is a health-related company. So something I did, I need to change this pin. Actually, I'm not going to do it right now, but you can pick a radius anywhere from a half a kilometer, like a half a mile to 6.2 miles here. It's in kilometers because the company's out of Canada. And you can target. Obviously, the bigger you go, the more diluted your impressions are going to be. So the bigger the area, the more impressions you need to really flood it. But then you can also turn on large targeting if you're wanting to hit an entire state or small country, and this would go out to 800 kilometers, which is huge. Huge, huge, huge.
Hello?
Advanced targeting. This is something they just added because the company became a Google partner also. So you can now decide what times of the day you want your ad to show. So burning through wasting impressions like in the middle of the night. You're targeting a certain conference area or a business area. You know, you want them during the daytime hours. You can select age groups. Then click the color off, and it turns that section off.
Yeah, $10. Okay.
This ad right now is running for females 25 and up. Running from 6 a.m. to 10. Oh, I don't even have it on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, it's all day Saturday and Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense on my other stuff.
You know what they're going to want. Dad knows anyway, doesn't
Who's that noise coming from? Is that Darlene?
Peggy?
I got to mute you.
Please.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, no, I know about the deal we want. We want the same deal as quarter hire, and we want it for the same price, but we want a yen now.
That's not a Darlene accent.
Yeah, but I can't see you now that I can hear you.
I was trying to get who was on the talking on. You can't see me?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, you can? Oh, cool.
I was
cool.
I was figuring that was you what the noise was coming from, but apparently not. There was an English accent or some kind of accent there.
No, I was trying to get in, and the meeting was silent, and then I finally figured out how to get in so I could hear you.
Okay, congratulations. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me. So continue, sir.
Sure, no problem. Was somebody trying to ask a question so far there? Let's handle as we go. Following along, how simple this is. And
Yes.
the company actually, during business hours, during the week, the company has customer support Zoom available to everyone all week, where you can get on here with a Zoom in this section, and they'll help you set up your ad and your capture page and all that to get you up and running. That's what the whole trial is about. See how simple it is. We cool on that?
Yes.
So, and you can, if you want to target multiple locations, like if you, for example, if I had somebody who owned, a guy down the street who owns the Chili's, he owns like 7 or 8 of them. He could buy a different pin for each one of the locations and run them at the same time. But for one ad, each pin is only good for one ad, but you can change it throughout the week as much as you want. Change your message. It usually has to go through an approval process through Google. Make sure it meets the guidelines for Facebook and all these other things. Like you can't advertise CBD directly, HGH directly on Facebook and some of the other platforms. So you want to be careful there, and it's got to be approved. Once you're approved through Royalties people, then you're good to go on all the other platforms. But there's always ways around that. Like you'll see. I think I have a page set up with the gel. We don't have to necessarily market directly at the HGH, which brings attention. We want to bring them to people to a capture page, talk about the benefits of the product or service that you're doing, and usually don't have a problem. The cool thing is, and I'll show you once people go to the ad, they go to your landing page. Let's do that next. Show you some of the landing pages I've built. For my consulting, here's one that I built. And the capture page, not the one that's live now, but the capture page is talking about digital advertising, and this is where it ends up taking them. They can read about online marketing easily, test drive, they opt in, and then they go to the next step in the process. So it's pretty simple. These things are so easy to build, it's ridiculous. Here's another one I got. I have a buddy who owns a pizza shop, and when you know, I'm looking at building this out, and finally sent it to him. And he told me, "Oh, that's great. I just sold the pizza shop. I settle next week, so it's kind of worthless." But it's a good template. I can use this now to show to other pizza shops and restaurants as a sample. So I have a ton of sample website pages, whatever, for all those. So they're pretty clean. You know, you can put a logo up, subscribe button for your opt-in. You can embed videos real easy just by putting the link to the YouTube video.
Looking for a great place to eat? Come to Giorgio's Pizzeria.
So, and then just a little more information about it, pictures. Him, his mom, his brother, and again, the pin location, show where he's at. We put an ad out for the pizza shop, like a pizza shop, for example, if they're delivering in a 2-mile radius, and you just put your pin limited to that 2-mile radius if you want to crank up your delivery business of pizzas. So it's pretty awesome, and that goes for any type of business, obviously, not limited to just pizza shops. You close some of these. I always have like 1 million windows open. All right. There's another one I did for a brewery. I help my sister on a food truck a lot at breweries. So I went and took their logo, threw that on here. Grabbed a bunch of different properties that I already saw, and took some pictures while I was there too. Same thing. Pretty basic. And the new upgrade that they released this weekend is an email autoresponder. So you no longer will need things like Aweber or GetResponse or MailChimp. It's all right inside of here. These are 2 campaigns that I was just working on this morning. People that opt in for different things, and boom, you set it up when you want it to go. As soon as they opt in, it will go right away. You can set it up a whole campaign so that you're sending an email every day, every 2 days, 3 days, as often as you want. Pretty badass. All very easy to do. We'll be doing training on that, I'm sure. I'll put some videos out. Any questions again? Just add a new one. You connect it to which capture page you want, like simple fat burning. I'm sure you gel people. You knew you life people want to see that, what I built with them. I'll show you. I got nothing to hide. A couple of them. Here's one. I think this is the one I have running right now. Those impressions we saw. This was an image that they already had stock. And you'll recognize some of these pictures I took, testimonies. Ready for summer. You got to keep that problem. You want to poke at that problem that you're trying to solve with the product. They opt in there, and that takes them to get into ketosis. Getting into ketosis easily. EasyKetosis.now. The ketosis video. You guys know this one, I'm sure, right?
Let's face the real truth. Losing weight can be one of the most difficult things to do.
Start your path. Then we can go here, buy K4, KG4. If they're ready to go, they don't need to talk to me. Give them the option to go. Boom. Right to my page on the keto purchase. On down, some more information, what it does, what makes it different. Another option to go buy. Get started now. What's that? Same thing? Probably. They've already seen the video stuff. Give them the option to go buy. And then they'll might see that product. Oh, we won't show you that yet. I'm going to be doing charity. I'm big on charity and stuff. So, and giving back. I haven't implemented this yet, but this is a site where I'm going to. There's a community involved in this. Where you join, I'll show you. That's the other page that I just said I didn't want to show you yet. But I'm going to give away an hour. At least once a month, I'm going to give an hour consultation away to someone in the community in that group. So this is just who wants it, get on the list, add me. Pretty simple stuff. Hormone replacement. See, that's another thing. When Star was talking about the HGH, we don't necessarily want to mention that directly. So this is something I'm working on. I haven't spelled out very much yet. No, just a placeholder, just a picture. But that's the plan there. Let me check who's beating here. Page follows you. Joe, are you on here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Tyler, still got. All right. So, any questions so far, guys? Anybody want to come on camera at all? Get any questions answered?
Yeah. Hey, Joe. Hey,
Joe, Mark, what's happening, bud?
Not much, man. What's going on?
Trying to make a difference.
I missed a little bit. Yeah. No, it looks really interesting. I missed a little bit of the beginning. Hey, what's the scoop with adding addresses? Can you just if you had like a list of addresses that you wanted to target on this, would you be able to do that specifically?
Yes. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Does I sound all right on your end? I can make out what you're saying. I just want to make sure you can hear me clear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're having a bad connection. We are recording this, so and we can talk later. But yes, if you have multiple addresses, I just mentioned, like I know somebody that owns like 7 different Chili's stores, franchises. You can get a different PIN for each location and run them at the same time. Maybe what you're talking about is more from the stuff we had at the real estate office I was talking to. That was where we were buying a list of people and we were sending through the internet connection through the IP address. You don't want to do a lot like that because you're going to have to, the minimum for each pin to go at one time, which is where you're putting the radius and actually putting the broadcast out there. The minimum there is $47 a month. You get 5,000 impressions with that per pin. You get all the other tools and stuff, and they're probably going to work out a deal soon where you can get some other pins cheaper per radius, whether it's a half a mile up to 800 kilometers. Each one of those would be a separate. You can turn it off though too, like a week here and a week there. You can move it around. Go ahead.
Right. No. What I was wondering is, you know how Facebook ads, you do a specific address with no radius, just people that are in that office who would view it. Oh, no.
Here, you can punch in a specific address.
Huh.
Let me show you.
Okay.
You can just drop the pin on a map, or you put an address, a specific address. Like, if you wanted to market at the Super Bowl, you put the address of the stadium there and pick the radius, how much of a radius you wanted from it. Oh, my computer's lagging now. It's not freaking reacting.
And are all the landing pages included in this system too, Jeff?
Unlimited.
They're all unlimited landing pages?
And that's the next thing. They're instead of landing pages, they're going to turn into full-blown websites too.
Okay.
And I don't know if you were here and you saw some of these. I have these connected together to each other that are create my own little sales funnel.
Right.
Like royalty video, post opt-in. Like I have this page where I was giving away the free Facebook thing. That's eventually leads to this other page with a royalty company video. The burn fat thing, sites once somebody opts in, once they see the ad, they go to this one and opt in, gather their information. It's a little 2-page funnel. Once they opt into there, it's going to take them to the ones that don't have an image on top. Those are inside, not capturing. So that takes people to watch the keto video.
Okay.
And then they right from there, I don't even need to talk to them. They're ready to buy. And they can go right over to my back office and purchase.
Hey, Joe.
Nice.
Yeah, what's up?
Could you do like the gel and the keto, like 2 separate ads run at the same time with the same pin?
Not with the same pin. You would have to have 2 different pins. That's what I was saying. Two different locations, multiple ads for different products. Even if you wanted to split test and see, all right, well, let me see if this capture page does better than this one. If you wanted them to run at the same time, then it's going to take multiple pins.
Gotcha.
Impressions are pretty cheap, so it's worth it. I mean, everything you're getting here. Christ, Mark, you remember in our real estate office, we had the Acervia Goes, which was a big device. I don't know if you guys saw the live I did last week with Kawan.
Yeah, I saw that.
We were paying $47 a month just to send out a notification that was only hitting Android phones, only if they had the Bluetooth on, and only within a 100-yard radius. We were paying for that. So the pins now are just like the ads going out with the pins are actually like just a small piece of what we have here, what you're getting. That, and it's way more flexible than that. It's all computers, laptops, tablets, Android, iPhone, Google phone, any device, anywhere.
And what do they put? Where are they running the ads? Is it specific to like Facebook or Google? It's just impressions though, right? It's not clicks.
Here,
It's
let's take 3 minutes because I don't know if you guys saw this. You're already a post opt-in person. Let's watch. This is Royaltie's 3-minute video, and then it'll be a lot easier to handle some more questions after that.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a drink here.
Small business owners face many challenges these days, like managing budgets, retaining clients, and hiring great employees. But the #1 challenge for business owners is generating new leads and turning those leads into new customers. In 2018, digital advertising became the #1 marketing channel worldwide, passing even TV as the most successful way to generate new leads. Despite the success of digital marketing for large companies, most small business owners do not generate leads online because of all of the complex systems needed to succeed. Here are a few of the systems you will need. First, you need a website or landing page. Unfortunately, learning to use a website builder like WordPress or Wix takes time. You need to find images, write content, and design the entire page from scratch. Next, You'll want to drive traffic to your page by advertising on popular websites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google. To advertise on Facebook, you will need to set up an ad account. Then understand all of their rules and regulations, create an ad according to their specifications, and set a daily ad budget. To add Twitter, you have to do it all over again on a separate system. Same thing for LinkedIn, another separate system. And of course, the biggest advertising opportunity of all is Google, yet an account to set up. Now that you're set up and your ads are running, now you're going to need a customer relationship management system like Salesforce.com to handle your new leads, another system to purchase, learn, and integrate. As you can see, setting up digital marketing by yourself is complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. And so it's no wonder that less than 1% of small business owners currently advertise online. This is why Royaltie created the first digital marketing system built especially for small business owners. It takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Just log in, create a landing page, and set up your ad. With just one click on the map, your ad will start running anywhere in the world. With Royaltie, you create just one ad one time and it will appear on all the top websites like Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, and thousands more. 100% automatically with no accounts, policies, or budgets to manage.
That's over 1 million sites now, by the way.
So easy to get started with Royaltie. Setup takes less than 5 minutes with no long-term contracts, guaranteed daily advertising results, and plans starting at just $47 a month. Even better, our platform provides you with lower cost impressions and clicks than other platforms, with full analytics and reporting included at no additional charge. Royaltie makes advertising online simple, affordable, and fast. Get back with the person who showed you this video, and in less than 5 minutes, your business can be advertising on the best websites and apps in the world.
All right. Now, does that answer some of your questions? And it's oh, turn it back on. It's actually even better now with the email and all. You wouldn't believe all the different stuff they have planned for this. Any other questions before I go through some of the rest?
Well,
One at a time. Don't run over everybody. No stampede.
Okay, this is Sherry. Is that a monthly? Is there a trial? Is that an annual? How is it set up to pay for it?
It's set up. These are monthly charges. You get a 3-day trial. You can get on with you can have access to the entire back office and hold anything back, complete 100%. You can go in and mess around with it, see what you think. It includes anywhere from 5,000 to 50,000 impressions. And the prices go from 47 for 5,000, 77 for 10,000, 167 for 25,000 impressions, and 297 for 50,000 if you really want to get, flood a market. The more the better.
And then
the 3-day
just
trial.
charge by the month?
Yeah, it's by the month. And they give you a 3-day trial where you can actually get on with the customer support Zoom, which will help you get set up, and 1,000 impressions just to see how the system goes. Obviously, with marketing, wouldn't expect a ton of leads or sales from that. It's just to see how the system actually works.
And do they actually advertise on LinkedIn? The ads are so expensive there.
Absolutely. All of them. Instagram, LinkedIn, everyone you can mention, really. And they're always adding more.
Mm-hmm.
Email I went over. The dashboard I went over.
So Joe, they're not charging per click. They're just charging for the impressions, right?
Right.
So if clicks on it, then they don't get charged. It's just the impression.
Right. I mean, let's be real. I mean, what drives the clicks? It's the copy, it's the content, the pictures, the images, everything like that you use. So They're just putting it in front of people. So you flood it and people see it. Like for real estate, realtors, investors, they should all be using this. Flood an area and get known as the person in the area. You don't necessarily even have to have a house for sale, for example. You talk about, put an ad out there, just like the postcards they saw. I just sold the neighbor's house. You want a CMA, competitive market analysis. Hit me up. I'll give you one if you're thinking about selling your house, whatever. Inside of here, there's a chat with which Kawan put this one together. His team name is Royaltie Elite, so that's where I'm merging the Entourage Elite. You see that sitting here? But you can keep track of points people get, and there's a chat also with it. This is just getting started. I got a couple people who have actually downloaded the app and joined in here, which is awesome. And then there's a chat for each one. You can go in and chat questions about whatever. The contacts come in, and you can see gotten quite a few. I need to get them on them about this, the way this contacts are organized. This has got to get easier, smoother. But they're not holding anything back the way they're growing this out. Like here's.
So I'm a little bit confused. Is this all running through you, or do we sign up with them?
Well, you use my link and sign up with them.
Okay, gotcha.
You get exactly this, and you would be on my team, quote unquote.
Gotcha.
So, and there is, you see commissions down here. There is also a little compensation plan. It goes by the dollar value, dollar for dollar of your referrals. Two layers of referrals, 2 rows, 2 tiers, I guess.
Gotcha.
And that can actually get pretty. Kawan's he made $19,000 this week, or this month. Sorry.
Just on referrals.
Not week, month, yeah. Just promoting Royaltie, yeah. The chat, the content's cool. Most of you guys, I don't know if everybody here is in New You Life or not, but the Entourage Elite I'm putting together, some resources. Check this out. I want some feedback, so let me know what you guys think. I've been trying to get some people to download and take a look here, but here's documents. Welcome to the Elite Training Center, Entourage Elite. There's a whole bunch of getting started New You Life stuff here. You can envision the compensation booklet, ultimate memory jogger, prospecting, if this then that flow chart, script pack from Ray Higdon, a rank booster, New You Life back office demo. Oh, I'm not in edit mode. Why is that doing that? Well, okay. I'll have to figure out what's going on here. But it should just open that freaking window. Anyway. Try that. Glitchville. But anyway, here's all the different groups that distributors should be in: men's, women's testimony group, Gel Entourage, corporate group, New You Life News. It's a video library. I'm gathering a whole bunch of resources. This is not meant to flood any new person and overwhelm them with information material. I see this as people who are actually working the business and learning network marketing and learning about the product and what they can do for people. And through the course of just everyday life conversations, oh, hey, Mark, you have this issue or that issue. This part of this product may help with that. So you can go here and just share real quick links to anything. Here's some marketing training, proper way to post in Facebook groups, to how to give value and leverage the skills of others, cold calling prospects, how to set up Instagram and get followers and sales, some stuff on Craigslist, Facebook ads, that sort of thing I was giving away last week. YouTube, some motivation stuff, personal development. Lou Brown is in there so far. Here's lead magnets is what things are called that you give away, like I did last week with the Facebook ads training. It's called a lead magnet. So you get something that's related to what you're doing. Obviously, for Royaltie, I'm looking for people who want to advertise and who want to grow their businesses, bring more business in. So anyone that speaks up and says, yeah, I want to learn how to do Facebook ads, obviously they're trying to market something. So here, have this training, and then down the road, I'll lead them into Royaltie and say, hey, check this out. You know, got some social proof images here for the jail and stuff, success stories, and a compliance statement. You can put worksheets. So I just started putting things in here the other day. I got good doctor videos in here, how to apply the gel, interview with Ray Crockett, some Jim Rohn, Ray Higdon. He did a live in the corporate group, New You Like corporate group with Stephanie Martin and Julius Jones. But
What is this section called? The library or something?
no, this is called content, and it's Entourage Elite. Once you join, actually, I put it out to a few people over the last couple of days. That's why you saw a couple people in the Entourage chat. You can see, oh, no. Blah, blah. Where did I see how many people were in that? Their names. Like I said, it's evolving. So I'm not a master at it, but I know it pretty good. And then they have training, Royaltie training, their affiliate agreement. That's pretty, and then analytics. This is another big one since they're a Google partner now. Check this out, 663 ad clicks so far on various ones that I've been just dabbling with. Like when we went down to Texas, I put up an ad and put it around that area. Got some clicks and stuff, throw some leads in, but you're getting people on your email list too, just like anything else. So you can go like the Facebook ads training at 186 people. That was today. You say, all right, well, here's where they were. They're from Philadelphia, Denver, Holland, Raleigh, Sacramento, San Francisco, Arlington, the gender. So, and these analytics are going to get even better and better. You can look at the date here to see where they click from. This arrow means, okay, that person opted into your page. So you can just click on that, boom. That was Ileana. And then it keeps track. You just click when you send an SMS or an email, and it gives you a little point grading system, like for accountability for yourself and team. But that's pretty much it. I think that's a wrap. Oh, well, let me go back to that.
Yeah, I had one or two
Go
questions.
down here a little. What's that? Go ahead.
I had one or two questions for you.
Go ahead.
First is, all the unlimited landing pages, can you use them for things outside of just advertising through the company?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, that's
you take them, you slam them all over Facebook, Craigslist, wherever you want to put them. You don't have to necessarily put them on business cards, anything, anywhere.
So
yes.
here's why I'll tell you that's like perfect, because you know what? Because these look like they're easier to use than the ones that I have now. I have like this thing called Builderall, and I'm like, oh, I like it because it's like $30 a month. But you know what? It's like, it takes time to build a page on it. And then, the integration with advertising, you got to go through and do all that anyway. So this is nice because it has everything all together, like you just pointed out. Now, the other thing that I had a question on was pinpointing who you want. I mean, I have a list of addresses that I want to target. Can I just focus on those addresses? What's that?
With what, for real estate, you mean?
With real estate, or just even like some of the doctors that I know. You know, like I want to put.
Oh,
just
you're
have
trying to pinpoint an ad just so you can penetrate somebody in that office to get into that office.
Correct.
Yeah, it would have to be a different pin for each address you wanted to hit at the same time.
So I would have to put everyone in each separately. I mean, there's no way of loading it like you would load like in Facebook ads. You just put like you have a spreadsheet. You just copy it.
Right, but Facebook is actually targeting with different ads. You do duplicate the whole ad and then run it here and run it there at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's something they're working on. The way it is right now, it's one pin, so you could like flood this doctor's office address for a week. Try to get some,
All right, so you can put in an address and target a specific doctor's office.
Yep. Here, Sandy Hill. Here's my address. So boom, you just punch it in, tighten it up, and if you're jamming 25,000 impressions a month out on that pin, you could take a week, whatever, and put a quarter of those right in that area. So chances are on all these different platforms, whether people in that office use Instagram or Facebook or Forbes, it's going to show up on their phones, on their computers, on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very intuitive, very simple. I'm going to. Any other pertinent questions? I'll hang and talk, but I'm going to stop the recording.
Do you use the other apps?
What do you mean, like the apps?
Oh, the phone app and what is the other one called?
Power of Gel, you talking about?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
I do. I actually do. I love the app.
Okay.
The app is awesome.
I was just kind of wondering about time, like all three of them.
Well, this is the thing. You set this up and you leave it alone. I'll show you like my email here for stuff. Upline Networks. You get an email. I get a notification on my phone every time I get a lead. And we're actually running, the company's doing a co-op this month where they're running 1 million impressions. So I should be getting 50,000 impressions promoting Royaltie this month. So we'll see what that does. Where do I stop recording? There we go. So as far as the recording goes, reach out, joepringlesenior.com, and we'll talk to you later.